Game Room with Luna Gamer Alex. Alright, so we're gonna continue mission 8 here for Endeavor Deep Sea. Okay, let's look at our first setback. Government intervention, so we must return one activation disk from Def 1 to Def 2 back to the supply. Yeah, it's not very nice. Let's see which one we want to return. Let's return this one. Alright, so now we can recruit from up to level 2, our specialist. We don't have to do conservation for this mission. So let's get the, we can get the navigator, or we can get the marine engineer. Let's go with the marine engineer. Okay, just so that we can get the give that a boost. The ingenuity. So 1, 2. Now we get our third vessel and another activation disk. We get 3 back, so we get everything back. Oh, and then we get the 2. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's review our goals. We need to make sure that we get 8 activation disk. That should be pretty easy to get, you know, from this column towards the left, which is near C stars column and leftwards where you have any disk. So that should be a given, I guess, at this point. Well, not really. Got to still be careful with that. But we should have 8 total at least. This should be automatically in the bag, I think, as long as we keep doing using our activation disks. Shallow or deep, we need to get either 12 disks for Def 2 and Def 3, or 5 disks for Def 4 and Def 5. So we can go all the way to Def 4 now, so maybe it's an option, but that means that we have to reveal a lot more tiles, at least another column here, 3 reveals, so that's quite a bit. So yeah, this one is going to be kind of hard. The journaling, we better start doing that. We're like halfway into the game, so and we need to have 6. Now let me read this real quick, because when you place an impact token in a goal hex, immediately choose the scoring goal option for that goal. Okay. Because I think you're supposed to choose at the beginning. I'm trying to understand what this means. Because at the top here it says when you place an activation token, we don't need to get an activation token to just claim a goal, right? Doesn't make any sense. Immediately choose a scoring option for that goal. Oh, hold on. What is this? I'm trying to this. Maybe there's more to this mission. Because this is goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. What? What does that mean? Hold on. There's something else going on with this mission that maybe I missed. So before we proceed, let me just check here. Like I have to go there just to be able to claim these objectives? That's kind of nasty. I mean, how are you going to be able to even get to all 3? That doesn't make any sense. Sea Star's launch zone. Player places 1 vessel there and gains its arrival bonus. Okay. When you place an impact token in a goal hex, immediately choose the scoring option for that goal and place impact token in the slot there to indicate your choice. Any goal with an empty goal hex is not eligible for final scoring, even in co-op. Are they saying that I have to actually go all the way down here or here or here to claim? But that doesn't make any sense. Because how are you going to be able to even get all of these? They're like spread across the freaking board. So impact board field symbols do not give an instant reward. They count as yours towards goal 3. Okay, that I understand. Any other game effect that references collected field symbols. Okay, that's fine. But what I don't understand yeah, I mean this is crazy. This is totally insane. This is an insane mission. Even though it says the Sea Star is refurbished and back in action, new understanding gained difficult from the difficult recovery gives you unprecedented control over mission priorities. But what kind of insane design is this? It makes no sense for especially for solo players. How are you going to be able to get this, and this to just be able to score these? That is totally insane. Like, totally insane. This is... I just realized that. Because I thought that you just pick which one you want. But apparently, you have to reach these goals. And I thought that for this to count, you at least pick a goal. Which goal you want to, you pick whichever goal you want to get to, and then your scoring is going to register. But I'm reading this again. What it's saying is that you have to get to these actual goal sections from, this is a starting zone. You need to be able to get to that, and that, and that, for you to be able to claim these goals. So I mean, and it doesn't make any sense when it comes to the gameplay mechanics of the game itself. It's like, to win expert level victory, you need to be able to get 7 out of 7 goals. So what basically what they're saying here is you need to be able to get here, here, and then here, plus get enough points here, plus get enough points here, plus... Okay. This is totally insane. Totally insane. Let me just look at the, make sure that, let's see, maybe I missed something with the impact board. No, because that's how you work the impact board is. The board is a grid of hexes displaying various rewards, and other benefits. When you gain an impact, place a marker of your supply in an empty hex and gain any reward printed there. You may only place hex with an entry arrow pointed to it, or a hex that touches any other occupied hex. So we've been doing this properly. Yeah, this is totally insane. Totally okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's probably possible because I have said before, like especially when I first started playing this game, that seemingly the game is insane or impossible to win. And then, I mean, eventually I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is possible. But this is like, well, that's why it's the last mission. This is mission 8. And then the next 2 missions are actually considered bonus missions. Let me just look at those real quick. Let's look at the bonus missions to see if they're as insane as this one. Okay, mission 9. Catastrophic oil spill and your team is on the scene to help. Widespread and measured conservation efforts near the surface will keep your cleanup mission on track to succeed and make it safe to venture deeper. Conservation contained the spill. 14 activation disc at depth 1. Insanity. But it doesn't seem as far-fetched as this mission for sure. Okay, this one has like an interesting additional mechanics with the cleanup marker. Let's look at mission 10, the deeper sea. 5 columns. So depending on the depth, you get the impact tokens that you will get actually go to different parts of the impact board. Okay, that's interesting. Being able to get to depth 5 by round 5, that seems doable. Discover the depth 5 zone by round 4, that seems doable. Journal the abyss, and then 6 activation tokens at depth 5, that seems doable. So yeah, I mean, I guess this is just like the last 2 bonus missions here are like more like they take a little bit more of a creative liberty and having a little bit more fun in the design. But this mission 8 is insane. It's totally insane. Because you really have to get to these for your goals to even be counted towards the to validate those goals. You have to validate the goals that you have to make them playable by reaching these areas here. 1, 2, 3. This is goal 3, goal 1, and goal 2. I guess the other strategy that you can employ here is look at the ones that are most probable for you to be able to complete, and then just try to get to it. In this case, actually, it would have been goal 1. Okay. Not goal 2. I was trying to get to goal 2. I thought when I was reading that, this is what happened when you play games, complex games, too early in the morning. Um, that's what I did earlier. I thought you just pick whichever one that you want to get to, and then once you get there, then the whole impact board becomes active when it comes to counting the score. So I was reading that wrong. So actually, you have to get to all of these for your goals, for the mission goals to activate to begin with, so that they can be in play at the end of the game. That's some nasty shit. Okay. Apparently, they want you to be playing this game for a long time. They want you to keep making attempts at succeeding in mission 8. Um, since it's the final mission, you want to make sure that it takes you 25 times playing through this mission to be able to succeed in it. But I think, like I said, I mean, if you just focus on the bonus missions, the bonus goals, and then pick one of these, you will at least be able to win at the beginner level, which is 4 out of 7. So, right, beginner is 4 out of 7. Intermediate is 5. Yep, beginner level victory is 4 out of 7. Intermediate 5, expert 6, legendary 7 out of 7. Good luck getting out of 7 out of 7 out of mission 8. If you're playing alone, it's gonna be a real challenge. That's for sure. Okay. Now that we got that cleared up, insane. Just insane. Okay. Whew. Alright. Back in the game. So we recruited Marine Engineer. Oh, we got all that back. Okay, yeah. So now it's the activation phase. Okay, that was all done. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Let's reveal... yeah, this is hard. And we chose the wrong tiles already, you know, because we should have chosen tiles with sonar activities instead of these journals, but that's all right. Okay, let's reveal another tile 2, or def 2. So let me use the sonar operator here. Go ahead and do that. So we got the looking glass and submerged cave system. We're gonna go with the looking glass, and then that's gonna go underneath the sea star, because it has a lot of this is problematic though. I mean, choosing let's rethink this. You know why that's problematic is because, I mean, sure, that's gonna ensure that we get goal 1, but we still have to reach here to be able to even claim that. If the looking glass is discovered, oh, meaning if we choose that, it goes down there. Okay. The problem with that is then we're gonna miss out on goal 2. Oh, no, because goal 2 is all about just these 2 columns. No, it's fine. All right. It's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. So we get a stat of our choice to move up. Let's move inspiration up so we can get more activation tokens hopefully in the next round. And then 1 activation, not token, activation disc. And then 1 research point. Okay. Okay, next is I think we're going to dive because we need more research points. So I'm going to dive right. Let's dive here. No, we got to get these first before we dive here, because then we get 1 research point per dive. depending on how many of those. We can do 2 of those actually, and we can see we don't have this icon here. Okay. So what we should do next then, instead of dive, we'll hold off on that, is we need to do the research journals. We can do this one here. We have a matching icon. It does require 3 research points, so we do need to dive. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. So, fuck. Hold on. Is there one that's cheap? No. None. Okay. Well, we can always wait. No. Yeah, we're not going to be successful here. I have a feeling. We're already halfway in. Let's go ahead and just dive. We'll dive here. So we can get 3 research points, so we can get 5 if we want to pay 1 activation disk. I'll pay 1 activation disk to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way we have a lot of those. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna move a ship down this way, I think, so we can reveal a tile 3. Let me go ahead and do that. Or do we want to do that, or do we want to journal? We can journal now. We should definitely move the ship though. Let me just go ahead and use the skipper to move this one down here, and we get 1 inspiration. So now we can secure the 3 activation disk, start our next round. And then now we can either journal or we can do a reveal. I think I'm going to journal because we got to start working on that. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. And that's going to cost us 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're using the team leader to get that journal here. And we got the mobile techniques for underwater exploration. And what we get for that is 1 coordination. We get to promote someone. Let's promote the reef diver. And we get 1 reputation. And then we also have the ability to move if we pay that later. So that's that we can activate this journal research. Now I'm going to replace that. We do have the ability to do another journal here using the save dive token that we got from earlier. So let me see if there's a matching icon. There's still not a matching icon, unfortunately. But we can still do this one. And that will give us 2 we can either get the 2 inspiration and a promotion, or a coordination and a promotion. So we have choices there. Let me think. 1, 2. And we need to get them up anyway. Let's go for this one. The effective communication of ecosystem risk. Okay. Let me get this one. So I'm going to use the dive token from earlier to do that journal. This one that we saved from earlier. So we're going to take care of that one over there. Just pay that. And then this is 3 points, 1, 2, 3. We get 2 inspiration, and then we get to promote another person. And the only one we can promote here, we can promote the marine engineer so she can act next round, or we can promote the sonar operator and we get the disc back. I think we're gonna do the sonar operator because I want the disc back. Okay. We have 2 of the yellow icon field research now. If we're focusing on that, we need to have 6 of those. And the problem here is that's considered goal 3. We needed to go up this way to claim that, to even activate that goal. So that's probably a no. But we're just gonna have fun with this mission and see where we can, what we can do here. Now we have 2 activation discs. We can either do more reveals, or we can journal again. Let's see if there's a matching one that we can. Nope. We still can't get this one because there's no matching icon. And we're running out of research points. So what we should do probably here is, let me think. Do we want to reveal, or do we want to dive? I think we can go to depth 4, but we can't reveal a depth 4. So maybe what I should do is let's reveal. So we're gonna do a sonar reading here, and it's gonna be depth 3. Oops. Let's pretend that I didn't see what that one is. I don't even remember what it was, but there we go. First 2. We got the Carbonate Spires and the Rift Valley. This one will give us coordination and ingenuity. This one gives us 2. Let's go with Carbonate Spiders. That way we can get 2 reputation. Okay. And with that we can hire Specialist level 3 for the next round. Okay. Now we'll place that here, of course. There we go. And I already moved the reputation up. Okay, that's all that we can do. Now, let's check the next setback. Each player chooses 1. Reduce your lowest attribute by 2, or flip a senior specialist to its junior side. We're going to pick the latter. That way we get the disc back anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the acoustic engineer here. And now she becomes the sonar operator again. And we can hire up to level 3 now. So let's pick some. So it's either a field researcher who can do journal and sonar with 1 activation, or the ROV operator who can travel and dive with 1 activation. So since we're still struggling. I mean, the funny thing about this is we're probably not even going to be able to activate any of these goals. We just need to activate 1. Let's pretend that we're going to go for shallow or deep. And that requires 12. God damn. Okay, so we need someone who can sonar. So I'm going to select the field researcher then. No, he doesn't get any bonus, huh? Jeez. At least the ROV operator can get bonus when promoted. You know what? This is a better option. So I'm going to get the field researcher. We don't get any bonus. Stats bonus for hiring him. So let's... and then we get 3 activation tokens. So 1, 2, 3. I mean discs. And we get 3 back. We only have 2. Then we don't have a lot. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna do some sonar readings. So let's get a depth 2 here. Or let me think about this. If we go down here, we can reveal a depth 4. And if we can get 5 within 2 rounds, but we still have to head this way. See, I mean, we still have this impact tokens that we still have to catch up on. And I don't think we're even going to be able to go that way. I think I want to secure at least goal 1, and then we secure these 3 goals here just to win this mission. So so let's not be too ambitious. Let's just yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about Def 5 at this point. I'm trying to get to goal 1 here, so that means I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 impact tokens by the end of the game for me to claim goal 1. Because right now I just need 8 activation tokens here and leftwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're already at 6, so we just need 2 more. Yeah, that is possible. So let's just not be too ambitious right now. So let's see what we're gonna do. Let's reveal some. Do we want to reveal or do we want to journal? I don't have research points, so let's go ahead and dive. We will dive using the underwater photographer here. And when you dive here, you get a research point. So we get 1, and then whatever that we get from this. Okay, so we can get an activation token, or we can get 3 research points. I think I'm going to take the research points. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. And then now we're gonna, let's see. Yeah, we don't even have to. Yeah, we still can still do. Okay, research 1, 2. We can get that one for 2 points. This one 1 point. Promote and coordination 2 points. This is the one we should get though. But oh yeah, there is a matching icon. Okay, I think I'm gonna get this one. And you get to looks like you even get to dive. Let me check that icon there. Dive twice. Yeah, you can dive twice. Okay, nice. Let's go with this one for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Enhancing research productivity. We get 2 inspiration and 1 promotion, and then the ability to activate that. So 1, 2. So next round we get 4 activation disc. 1 promotion. So who are we gonna promote? I should have used somebody earlier before. Since this mission is so difficult, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I know I promise I'm not gonna do that anymore, but this mission is crazy. Okay, so let's pretend that we actually use the sonar operator. So all we're doing is just gonna grab that back. So we're gonna reveal Def 2. Either Sunken Ruins or a Whale Calving Ground. I think we're going to go with, because we don't have to do conservations. I'm not even going to hire anybody who can do conservations because we don't have to do any. Well, the thing about conservations looks like we can get activation tokens from that. But it's too late right now. It's way too late. Well, not necessarily, I guess. Well... Yeah, because then we have to hire somebody who can do conservation, and then we have to have the team leader do it also. I guess it's kind of possible, I guess. But do I really want that or not? So I think we also have to make sure that, just because the goal doesn't say anything about conservation doesn't mean that you totally ditch conservation efforts, because doing conservation also will give you activation impact tokens. But then again, if you started doing some of those side activities, you can't focus on the stuff that you need to get accomplished. So yeah, this game is sometimes difficult that way. You know what? I'll go with the Will Calving round. Let's risk it. Let's see what we can do. So I can get the activation tokens going, so that we can at least claim one of these. So I get 1 reputation and 1 coordination. Yeah, I'll place it here. And then this is the person that we're going to promote. So we get that activation token back. Okay. From the enhancing research productivity. The next one, I still can't get that icon to pop up. And so far we only have narrow or broad, field symbol of your most owned type. We need to have 6. So right now we have 2 of each, which is kind of funny. We can't. The funny thing about this is, of course, you have to activate that anyway to begin with, and that's way off that way. Well, I guess it's the same distance with the goal one. And we have to have 6 of the same icons for us to even be able to consider going for that goal here. So, and the goal has to be activated also, which is, yeah, they just added too much, I think, to this mission. Like I said, I think they were just trying to find ways to make it as difficult as possible since it's the last mission. All right. We still got a bunch of activation discs. So let me see what else we can do here. I think we should do the conservation. We can't. We can do more. Oh, and I didn't even pay for it. No, I did. The underwater photographer did it, right? Yeah. But I forgot to place the activation tokens. That one was this one, which is this one is what I wanted. Okay, forgot to put it down up there. All right. Let's see. There is another one, another journal that we can get. And field researcher can do a sonar and journal. Maybe that's what we should do. But then again, yeah, if I do that, that requires all 3. If I want to use the field researcher, it requires all 3 activation tokens, because then he will get this journal here. Looks like he's even able to afford it. Yes, he can get this one, and he can do a sonar. You know what? Let's go for that. So we're gonna activate the field researcher, and he's gonna do the journal here. Let me grab that one. It costs us 2 points. 1, 2. Reveal the next one, which is, oh, we finally found one with the up arrow, which we can use here. Understanding oceanic shifts is the one we just got, and with this we get 1 coordination and 1 promotion. And looks like we can promote the field researcher. So the next round he's gonna be able to move and journal. Okay, but because we activated him and he can do those 2 things before we grab this back, he's gonna do the sonar. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're gonna reveal what does it say? 1 to 2. So we're gonna reveal depth 2. Oh, jeez. You got the ledge elevator and dolphin pods. Let me see here. Let's go with the dolphin pods because we're trying to get tokens, and we still have 2 more rounds, right? Yeah, we're trying to get the tokens, but there are a bunch of tokens here too. And I'm thinking, yeah, let's get the tokens, but I also have to make sure that I have enough. Because we have to move the vessels. Two, we have to make sure that we have enough activation disk. Um, and research points. So we already have this here, so I think we're just going to go with the ledge elevator. Let me just check to see. Yeah, let's do the ledge elevator because that way we can also get reputation so that we can hire a level 4 next round. So I'm going to go with the ledge elevator. We're going to place it here. 1 reputation, 1 coordination, and then 3 random dive tokens. Okay. And then we're going to promote the field researcher using the last understanding oceanic shifts. So we get that back. And he's promoted. And we still have 1 here to use. So I'm going to use the skipper actually to just move one of the vessels in position. So let's see where we want to go. We want to go that way. We're trying to get here. So we can move 4 slots, 4 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, and you get 1 research point. Okay. All right, so that's the end of round 5. Let's look at our next setback. All players move all their vessels 2 zones left as far as they can go. Okay, yeah, this just ruined our whole move there of that 1 vessel. So 2 to the left. So 1, 1, 2. Oh no, we're still good. And then this one's already to the left. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. We'll place this here so that we know that there are those 2 actions that we can activate there. All right, so we can recruit all the way up to level 4. I think we're gonna go with the oceanographer. Maybe the deep sea diver because she can dive twice, and we need as many research points as possible, especially with the scholarly still being here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this deep sea diver, even though it's also a good idea to get the oceanographer. But I think we can do that for the last round. We get a bump in score all the way up for each category. So I'll go with the deep sea diver. We get 1 impact token there with her. And we're gonna place that. We're trying to secure goal 1 at least, right? So let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's get ingenuity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need 5 more tokens. So 1 ingenuity. Okay. And we get 4 activation tokens. I mean disc. The tokens are the impact tokens. These are called the activation discs. Okay, now we can get 4 back. We only have 2 because most of the activation discs were spent on the tiles. Okay, let's see. We have this now available, which I do want to get, but the problem is we don't have the research points to do that. So we'll just use the deep sea diver to dive twice. Now each time you dive here, you get 1 research point because we have 1 occupied slot here. So 1, 2, and we're gonna get both. So 1 is 3 research points or an activation token. I'm gonna grab the research points. Okay, so 3, 1, 2, 3, and then she gets to dive 1 more time. And we already got the extra 2 from the diving. We can travel or get 3 research points. I'm gonna go with the research points. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. We should dive 1 more time. and get that last one. But we're already at 9, so I think we're okay for now. So let's get those research tokens here. Who can only the only the leader? Okay. Can get the can do conservation right now. I should have gone with the marine biologist. But let's see who else can do conservation. Nobody else. Or she can once promoted. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this. And what is this? Oh, the cost is down if we do a research here. Is that what that is? Calving ground. Let me see. Special rule for that. Whale calving ground. If you occupy the marked journal site, when you conserve, you may conserve. Oh, a second time. Okay. Nice. So let's do that. Why not? And there are matching icons here. And then we can even promote the deep sea diver. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and... Who's going to journal? I'm going to have the underwater photographer journal. Okay. And then we're going to grab this one here. So we're going to use 1 point to get safe movement procedures. And all you get from this is 1 promotion and the ability to move at a later time. We don't even have enough tokens, actually. But, I mean, activation disc. Oh, wow. Now we're getting all the points. The arrow icons. Field research. Okay, now when we do conservations here, we can do it twice. So I'm going to use... Oh, and we can promote 1 person. I'm going to promote the deep sea diver. So now she can travel and do conservation sites. And when she's promoted, she gets 2 research points. Okay, I'm going to use the team leader to do the first... to do conservation. Oh, I only have 3 more discs, so... I'm going to get the first one here for 0 research point, and we get 1 reputation. And then I'm going to get this one up here so we can get those 2 activation impact tokens. So it will cost us 4 research points. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we get 1 reputation, 1 and 2 activation discs. 2 impact tokens, 1 from that actual site and the other one from the Nights into Dreams link. So we're gonna go this way. Oh, and then we get another. Oh, nice. So we get an... I'm gonna claim this one here that gets us 1 activation disc. Okay. So now we have 2 activation discs. The problem with this is we can do 1. It will be wasteful because of that bonus, though. So we should probably spend it doing other things. We can either do a research journal. Well, the thing about doing the research journal at this point is it's not going to count towards anything because we can't get to all these goals. I'm just trying to get to goal 1 and then focus on getting the site missions done. So maybe we should do sonar instead of... yeah, let's do a sonar because then that can move stats up anyway. We can even do this sonar over here that gets us 1 ingenuity and 1 research point. That might be a good option too. Let me see. This one can... Oh, we don't have a vessel there. Well, the 2 options for us here is either we want this, or do we want to journal? No matching icons anymore with journaling. Oh no, we can get this one, 2 points. And then we can promote to people or using activation tokens. The problem with this mission, this playthrough actually, I don't have a lot of activation disk because I use a lot of activation disk. Like in my past playthroughs, I usually have like a bunch here, and then here when I need them, I don't have them. You know, it's interesting. That one, oh, that one costs 0. And we get 2 points. That's not gonna count. We need what? 25 points. That might be possible. Oh, that's 1 point per. Yeah, that's not possible. Anyway, but it's free. But then you're gonna lose the activation. If it's not gonna count towards anything, then maybe it's not worth it. But if I do it here though, if I do it here, this next one will nab me 2 research points if I dive there during the last round. And we do need research points to make sure that I have enough for scholarly at the end of the game. You know what? Let's do that. Let's just do that. So I'm going to use the marine scientist here to, oh no. Who can do this? Only the marine scientist can do it. Okay. Well, we're gonna waste his travel ability, and that's okay, because we're not gonna travel. We're gonna keep it there so we can get that last one plus the bonus research points. So he's just gonna do journaling here. Take that one. We're gonna take this one. All it does is just give us 2 points for the board, but we're not gonna be able to even get 25 points total. Holographic ocean floor visualization is the name of that research journal. So, all right, replace that one. Great. Okay, last round. Let's look at our final setback. Find the depth 3 zone that contains the most activation disk. Return all the activation disks to their owner's staging area and set aside any vessel. Discard the zone and replace it with the top zone from depth 3 stack, and then set aside the vessel in the new zone. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. So all of these are going to be taken out. So after we're doing all that, wanting that bonus research points, we can't even get it. So we get these back. This is going to get replaced with the top depth 3 stack, and it's going to be the vortex. And then we place this back here. It doesn't say anything about getting the bonus, so we're not going to grab that. It's just replacing. It says protected water, so we're forced out of that area. So yeah, it doesn't say. Usually it would tell you. Players do not get the arrival bonus for moving. So they usually would tell you if you don't get the bonus. So if they don't tell you, I think you get the bonus, because if you have to move the ship and it arrives at a location, then you're supposed to get a bonus, right? We'll just take the bonus. Because it says place set aside vessel in the new zone, it says. Let me think about this. No, I think they would have addressed it. But then again, they would only address it when you don't get it. Okay, since this is our last setback, I'm just going to check the other setbacks here, because usually they would tell you. See? All players move all of their vessels to zone sap as far as they can go. Players do not get arrival bonus for moving. So they would tell you if you don't get arrival bonus. But is it really an arrival if you're forced? They usually would tell you. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna take it because usually they would tell you if you don't get the arrival bonus. Hmm. I'm also trying to think of it logically. Because once you arrive somewhere, you always get something unless they tell you not to. You know what? I'm going to take it. So that means that we can recruit level 5 and we get 1 activation disc here. Place it over here. Okay. All right. Whew. Yeah, because every time when you have to move, they always tell you don't get the bonus. It's like they will tell you not to get it. So when they don't say anything about it, then you're supposed to get it, I guess. And then that's such a weird rule, to actually replace the whole tile with something totally different, totally new, So there's no FAQ section here. There's no FAQ section on their website, so I'll just take it on this based off of consistency. So. All right. The But is it considered moving though? I mean, see, yeah, this is why they need to have this address. They should. Before I move on, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the bonus because it doesn't make any sense. They're forcing us to move. But like, because it's not necessarily forceful. It's just as protected waters, so that area we cannot reside there anymore. That area is off limits, so it's being replaced by a different place. So you're moving the ship to a different place, and then yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I just wish that there's an FAQ section, but maybe somebody actually asked this question somewhere. I can check real quick. Protected waters, do you get arrival bonus? Let me try that. Okay, so this was addressed actually in the board game forum. So what was the BGG? The designer actually addressed it. So they said no arrival bonus. So yeah, like I said, this should have been included in the manual, but okay. And then it has to be, there's a consistency issue because they always warn people not to get the bonus, and then all of a sudden, when you're not supposed to get the bonus, they didn't include it. I think it's because you can see here that it's already filled up the whole cart, but I think they could have like fit, like, yeah. Because it's already like filling up the whole cart, but they should have just put something here. Maybe like number 3, just cut that short. Say discard the zone, replace with Def 3, top of Def 3 stack. They could have maybe, yeah, add another line or something. Make this font a little smaller or something. So I'm gonna return this then back here in the impact token. Okay. Yeah, there was a consistency issue with the way that it's presented in the game, but the actual designer addressed it. So I didn't know that the actual designer would be on the boardgamegeek.com forums. So that's interesting. I find that interesting. I don't have an account there, so but I do visit there when I have questions about gameplay. So and yeah, I mean. Having accounts, I think the problem with having accounts in all these different places, I just it's just too many to manage. Because I used to I'll be a little bit more active on Discord. I have my Discord page also, but you know, you have Discord, YouTube, and all. Just because once you sign up for all these different places, you want to be somewhat active in all of them. You know, I mean, and I try not to be. You know, I mean, because there's already a lot going on, so I'm just gonna focus on my YouTube, Twitch activities, and stuff like that. So a good place though to find answers sometimes when questions are asked. There are some questions that I have like in some of the other games that for some reason just never come up. But I've said this before, like Fantasy Flight games, they usually address everything in their manual, so very thorough. It's like anything you can come up with, they already thought about those situations and have those addressed in the FAQ section. So they have the best manuals out of all of the board games that I've played. Okay, all right. So now that we have taken care of that, so I'm glad that I inquire further. Because I wish that they have an FAQ sections on the official website, but they don't. So apparently they're addressing it over at the most popular website, I guess, for board game fans. But anyway, all right. So let's recruit. We can recruit only level 4 now instead of level 5. So let me see here. We can have, I think we're gonna recruit the oceanographer next. Like I said during the last round, so we can get the stat bump. So when we recruit the oceanographer, you get 1 point for each stat. So we get 2 activate impact tokens, and then these go up. Okay, nice. And then we just need 1 more to activate goal 2, which I do want goal 2, right? I want goal 1 and goal 2. Goal 1 to activate goal 1. Yeah, just need 1 more. If possible, we might even activate goal 2. So we'll see. Well, we don't even have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 12 total for these Def 2 and Def 3. And anyway. Alright. This is the final round. Oh, no, hold on. So we get 5 activation tokens now for this final round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get up to 4 back, but we only have 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so goal 1 is pretty much in the bag as long as we can activate it. We just need 8 tokens, activation disk total from this column and everything towards the left of the C star. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's in the bag. We just need to get here. Narrow or broad, that's the research icons, field of research. We're not going to be able to do that. But goal 2 is we need to get 12 activation disk for Def 2 and 3, or 5 for Def 4 and 5. I don't think we're even going to get there or be able to do that in 1 round. So we want to get a total of 12 here if possible, and see if we can get some more impact tokens. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 5 more between these tiles here. the easiest way to do it looks like is through we should have gotten somebody with conservation. So no, but I wanted those stats to go up so I can score these two down here if possible, because our hope here for this attempt is to be able to get all three here and then activate goal 1. So that way we'll have 4 goals completed and we can win at the beginner level. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and get this one. So I'm going to use the acoustic engineer to go ahead and do a sonar here, and we get 1 research point and 1 coordination. So 1 research point, 1 coordination that nabs us 1 impact token, and then we got goal 1. Okay, so goal 1 is now in the bag. And we'll mark it here. We have to choose which one we want. Either near. Near is the C stars column leftwards where you have disk, and you need to have 8 of them. So that's what we're going to choose. And then for far is rightward. So we're going to choose leftward. So this is, it's already a yes. So this is completed. Okay. And let's see, what else can we do? So that's already 1. If we want to get here, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 4 more. Where can we can do conservation. Oh, when we do conservation here, we do it twice. So I'm going to go ahead and we can either use the deep sea biologist. I think we'll use the deep sea biologist because then, but we need to make sure that we have enough points. We need to dive. We still need to dive to make sure that we have scholarly too. Because we're going to be using a lot here. Okay, we are going to use the deep sea biologist to first do conservation, then she's going to move the ship. Okay, for conservation, we're going to get, let me see here. We can do 2 of them because this one's activated, the space is activated for the bonus. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's dangerous though. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Hold on, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that. So it's gonna cost us 4. Oh, but this one, if I go this way, 1, 2. Because I'm trying to see if I can still get to goal 2. I might be able to. No, I won't be able to. There's no more. I mean, then I'm gonna risk not being able to get esteemed and resourceful if I'm not careful with this. So yeah, we're gonna go this way. So I'm gonna use 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna grab this one, 1 coordination and 1 inspiration, and then grab this one, 1 reputation and 1 coordination, and then the Nights into Dreams bonus is 1 inspiration. So this is guaranteed now if I don't mess around with that. And then with this, I have to make sure that I can move up the ingenuity up by at least 2. So she can do conservation and move, and the conservation is boosted to 2 because of this bonus here. So after she did the conservation, she's going to move this vessel. We have to move it somewhere where we can get ingenuity, which is this one. So 1, 2. And we get 1 ingenuity. We just need to get one more. So we need to move one of the vessels up that way so we can also get this one done. Okay. Now, or we can actually do sonar reading there. Okay, so we got options. Let's do the sonar reading there because we also get research points for doing that. So who can do sonar reading? Looks like the oceanographer can. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll get the ingenuity, which gets us 1 impact token and 1 research point. Did I already move this? Okay, I got to be careful. Let's see. Put this back here. Let me... the ingenuity is correct. And this is correct. It's the research point that I'm not sure of. Let me make sure that that's proper at 3. I think it is because we use 4, right? Yeah, now it's at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I get 1 more point. So now we're at 4. Okay, we're good. And then now I'm going to move this here. Let's see if we can get to 2 here. Probably not. I think it's pretty much... Yeah, it's not possible at this point. All I'm trying to do right now is just make sure that I get research points now. If I can get the research point up to 6, then that's good enough. Then the game can end. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dive. We have a vessel at the diving site, so we have 2 vessels at diving site. So I'm going to use the ocean photography here to go ahead and dive. Let's dive here. And we got 4 research points. That's great. That's enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's enough. So we actually, at this point, we have won the game at beginner level. For us to be able to get to intermediate level, I have to get to this goal too, but I don't see a path to be able to get here. We still have 2 activation discs. We can just use that for fun at this point. Let me see. We can dive further, we can journal, because the reason why those don't matter anymore, because you have to activate those to be able to have them in play anyway. So these 2 are pretty much, there's no reason for you to pursue them at this point unless you're able to get to them. And I don't think I can get 4 impact tokens without risking the side missions, the side goals. So so what we should do is just use this for fun. So we actually have the ability to dive twice here. I forgot. So let's just use that. And then we're going to dive twice here. Oh, and then we finish it. So 1 is, an impact token, a 3 research point. I'll take the impact token. And that gives me 1 more activation disk. And then the second one is lowest stats go up, or 3 research points. I'll go with the lowest stat go up 1, so which is ingenuity here. That goes up 1. Okay. And then we have 2 more. We can move the vehicles around just for fun. So I'm going to use one here to move this vehicle up here. So we get 1 research, 1 ingenuity. So that's maxed out. That's maxed out a reputation just for fun too. So let me use this one to move another vessel where we can get down here. 1, 2, even here. So all of these are at max, and the game ends. So as I thought that I was it was getting kind of scary there, but we still won the game, even though this mission is very difficult. The difficult part of this mission is you have to, if you want to succeed at the more advanced level, you have to be able to get a lot more impact tokens, because you have to activate these goals for them to even count towards the end game. So, but we'll go through them one by one. So goal number 1 is the impact board itself. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and you need to get 25 points to be able to win this goal of the impact board. Okay. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we have gotten to all of the other goals to activate, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So even that is not enough to get 25. So you have to get a lot of impact tokens. It is possible to get that many because I have done it. But that involves resetting, you know, the progress tracks here, because as soon as you get to the end, if you get more points and you use it, it actually resets back to over here. It moves back down to here, and you get more impact tokens. You have to keep doing that over and over. It is possible to do that, but since the side goals have something to do with the scoring here, you have to be able. You have to plan that carefully. If not, you might miss the goals, the total score for those goals here. Okay, so this is a fail. Near or far, we were able to activate this goal, and all it requires is for you to have 8 activation discs from this column leftwards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have 16. So this one is a yes. Shallow, deep, we're not even going to count because, well, we're going to count, see if we even have 12. So we need to have 12 for these 2 depths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. So we miss it by 1, but it doesn't even matter because you have to activate this goal by arriving here on the impact board. So, but that's a fail. And then narrow or broad, you have to arrive here on the impact board for you to even activate this goal. But we wouldn't have been able to do it anyway because let's look at our research publications here. The most type looks like between the yellow and this green one, and we only have 3 of each, and you need to have at least 6. So that would have been a fail anyway, even if we are able to activate it. Or you can have all 4 signs, and we do have all 4 signs, but you have to have 2 sets of those, and we only have 1 set, so that's a fail. Okay, let's look at our side goals. Side goals. Or bonus goals. What are they called? Bonus goals. First one is Carly. You need to have 6 plus at the end of the game. Additional research bonus in the bank, and we have 8, so that's a yes. And then esteem. This is a combination of your reputation and inspiration points. So I have 12 plus 12, 24, and we only need to get 22, so that's a yes. And then resourceful, this is a combination of coordination and ingenuity, and again we have 12 plus 12 is 24, and you need to get at least 22, so that's a yes. So at the end of the game, we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 goals out of 7, so that's a beginner level victory. So yeah, that was fun. I really thought that I was doomed. I was like, there's no way I can even. Once I realized how this actually works, because I even have that misunderstanding at the beginning, where I thought that you just pick one of these, and then as long as you get there, then the token, the impact board activates for the goal. When actually you need to reach those individual places to activate these goals, the 3 goals for the mission. So once I realized it, I was like, oh shit, yeah, we're really gonna get fucked up here. But what I've learned from this game is you can never give up. Just keep playing until the end. Like I think it was mission 5, one of the missions where I really thought that I wasn't even able to get anywhere until like the final round, and then during the final round I was able to get so much done. So you can never give up until the very end, because sometimes your potential is not fully realized until, like playing solo, until round 7, which is the final round. So just keep playing. Just do the best that you can. Just don't give up. Don't get distracted. Because I did that one time, and I think I lost 1 goal because I was not paying attention. You have to pay attention and just keep at it until the very end. Because, like I said, sometimes it doesn't happen until late in the game where you can do stuff. But anyway, this is another fun session of Endeavor Deep Sea. I might keep going, we'll see, because I wanted to move on to what is it called, the search for Planet X. But yeah, I was looking at mission 9, the bonus mission. It looks kind of fun with the oil spill, and then the deep sea exploration thing also looks kind of fun. So I might keep going, we'll see. But yeah, this is a great game. Always enjoy my time spent playing the game, and time goes by so fast when you're playing this. So so much fun. Highly recommended. I highly recommend this game. It's really good. It's very, very good. Highly recommend it for sure. Alright, let's just put everything away. And the setup is also not that, it doesn't take too much to reset the game and then play it again. The shuffling is a little bit troublesome though. And then the variety of setbacks and bonus goals. But I think there's a plus and minus, minuses for having a limited amount of bonus goals and setbacks, because I think then you get to you can kind of anticipate what's coming, but I think it wouldn't hurt to get some more bonus goals and setbacks. But even like mission 1, I think I mentioned this 2 sessions ago when I was playing mission 1. That mission is highly replayable. I mean, any of these missions are actually highly replayable because the randomized tiles and everything else. So journals, the general research pages here are also randomized. The starting journals are randomized. So yeah, it's very clever design. I really like this game. But yeah, let me put things away here. And like I said, I might keep going, but I might move on to search for Planet X. But how long did that take us to finish? An hour and a half, less half hour last session. But I think last session I pretty much just played for like 10 minutes. I think I was talking at the beginning, trying to understand the mission, and we still misunderstood how it's supposed to work until this session. So that's kind of funny. Until next time now.